Imagine, feel, be, become a better you. Imagine yourself stronger than you are now. Imagine yourself much smarter than you are now. Imagine yourself healthier and happier than you are now. Did you know, when you imagine, you are actually activating your subconscious mind to become the person who is stronger, smarter, and healthier? How do you actually become that person you imagined? Honestly, the person who you imagine is still actually you. Yes, you. You can become a better version of yourself if you only keep moving forward. I can talk to you in specific and many ways to better yourself and you deciding to become a better version of yourself. To keep this simple, I will provide you with an example of a person who did imagine in a negative view, and myself who imagined a positive view and acquired what they would like. You have the power to decide what you imagine in your thoughts. It will either be good thoughts or bad thoughts. Some consider this to be positive thoughts or negative thoughts. The thoughts in your mind is very powerful and will allow you to imagine and visualize in your mind what you want. When I was a previous manager of a workplace, I recall a male staff member who always complained and was always saying, "Oh, again. Oh, another day, another dollar. I can't wait to finish the shift. Oh, crap, that client coming again." This male staff member was in his 50s, lived alone, did not have any friends, smoked at least 30 to 40 cigarettes a day, and his work colleagues found it very, very difficult to talk and become a great work colleague or friends with him. He also had cancer that he was fighting. I asked him a few questions during our work as I wanted to know more about the staff members that I managed. I approached him with a positive outlook to life. "So, in the future, 10 years from now, where do you see yourself?" I asked. He replied to me saying, "Oh mate, I really hate to live here. I am planning to live near my brother up the coast with no one. I see myself living there." I replied, "So, you will live alone by yourself?" He replied straightforward to me, "Yeah mate, I've been through all of that. I can't live with anyone. I know I'll get my cancer again, and this has come up for the second time. I always knew that the cancer would come back." From the conversation that I had with the staff member, can you identify the thoughts he had set in his mind? As I conversed with him, I take note of the image that he made in the future. 10 years from when we had our conversation was: number 1, living north of where he currently lives. 2, hates where he currently lives. 3, sees himself living alone. 4, having the cancer come back. From what I have heard now, he still works at the same place where I manage. He is still fighting cancer and lives alone and has no friends and still smokes 30 to 40 cigarettes a day. He chose and visualized himself to live alone and a depressing life, even if people did try to approach him towards a better mindset. You have a choice. Your thoughts alone is very powerful and will allow you to become a better you. If you decide yourself that you want to change your life around and to become happy, your thinking and thoughts will allow you to be happy. Question: how to become a better version of yourself? In life, we face so many challenges. Remember, if you are not growing, you are actually dying. As you grow in life, you will face challenges such as attending school, making friends, getting a job, passing an exam, learning new skills. As for myself, I made a better version of myself in a challenge that I faced. I now ride a motorbike. Naturally, friends and family will deter you from doing something dangerous. Although I decided to acquire my license so I can legally ride a motorbike overseas. When I passed my theoretical exam, I purchased a big, heavy bike that is not desirable bike for a learner. My bike is around 247 kilos or 543 pounds. I chose a Yamaha V-Star 650 as I was happy to cruise around and hear the sound of the aftermarket exhaust. Prior to my practical exam, I was informed by a lot of people that I should use another bike for my practical exam, as my bike is 1. Heavy, 2. Hard to turn, 3. I won't pass on the bike. I did think for a short amount of time and looked online from what others thought. I saw forums and I had seen that the decision of many was to also rent a lightweight bike. Somehow, my mind was not convinced that I could pass on my big heavy bike. I recall watching a YouTube video of police officers riding their very big and heavy bikes. It was amazing. They ride both super slow. I really mean slow. Slower than putting one foot in front of the other. I watched videos of the riders controlling and practicing. By watching this, I made the decision to also practice and complete my exam on my heavy, non-practical learner's bike. I learned that if I become a better rider, just like the police officers, I will definitely pass the practical rider's exam. I purchased cones or witches' hats and placed it on the road to practice the road course. Naturally, I initially was not good at all. With persistence and practice, my skills developed from being a bad rider, then to a better rider, a good rider, and then a competent rider, then a great rider that can control the big heavy bike at a very slow speed and turn the bike from lock to lock, just like the police riders do. On the day of my exam, the people were amazed and thought weird of me for bringing such a heavy bike to the practical exam. The examiner just smiled and I overheard them saying that it will be challenging for me as I do not look like a biker at all. Throughout the day, the other riders and examiner noticed that I was actually really good and controlled my bike very well. Other riders thought I had been riding for years. During lunch, we conversed, and they questioned me why I brought a big and heavy bike. I gave my explanation. They were very happy with my riding skills and did compliment me. This is a small example of how to become a better version of yourself. I started out as a beginner. Then with persistence, a vision, practice, and determination, I slowly began to become better and better, leading me to become a better version than where I started out. When your thoughts imagine where you will be or what you will achieve, your subconscious mind will work in ways to acquire what you want. Remember, and I quote, "Thoughts leads to feelings. Feelings leads to action. Actions lead to your result." Your result is what you imagined and visualized in your mind. Have you ever heard of people having a vision board and on their board, the items actually come to them? I can tell you, if you want to become smarter, better, or stronger, or gain skills in any way, the first thing you must do is start. Yes, start your journey. It might be going to school, attending a course, attending university, practicing for an exam, starting martial arts. You must start. You will then need to visualize yourself completing the action that you have just started. As for myself, I started out as a learner writer, and I visualized myself passing the exam, and I did. I would also like to inform you that I am also a registered nurse. When I was younger, I know that a lot of people did not believe that I would even go to university, let alone achieve so many things now. Your mind is powerful, and you can achieve anything in this life. Practice this and imagine that you have already acquired what you want in your mind. You can achieve anything you set your mind to. Become a better version of yourself. Begin and start your journey. Visualize your achievement. Keep moving forward and do not quit. You will have challenges on the way, and these challenges are here for you to grow. You will become a better version of you.